In today's video, I'm going to be going over Pitcher in FL Studio for auto-tune on vocals. Before we get started here, if you still need to get FL Studio and don't have it yet, I have an affiliate link in the description where you can purchase it, and it will take you to this website. Currently, FL Studio has a flash sale going on. They do this every once in a while, so keep an eye out for those sales where you can get the higher tier editions for a great discount. So if you need FL Studio, go ahead and click that link and it'll take you right to this website where you can purchase it. Also, if you get value out of the video, please like and subscribe. It really helps out my channel. And let's get started here. So I got a project open. I have my audio here with my vocals, my vocal line. So I have this recorded in the playlist. First thing we need to do is select the audio we want the auto-tune to go on. So if you have audio in your playlist here, just click on it to select it. You can see if I click on the one above, it'll switch up here. You can see the name changed. Select this one. Now this one is the one that is selected. And if you have the audio not in your playlist, but say it's in the channel rack here, you can just select it with the green highlighted box, any one of these. The one I want is down here, 49. Okay, 49, yep, that's the one I want. And now we need to import this into our mixer. So let's go over to the mixer. Let's find an empty insert, and I'm going to right click, go to channel routing, and route selected channels to this track. All right, now we will be able to monitor and adjust the levels for our vocals, and we can add any plugins like Pitcher to it, which is what we're going to do right now. So with this mixer channel we have, let's go to slot 1, and I'm going to go select more plugins. And we got to find Pitcher in our list here. There it is. Double click on that to open it. I don't believe I can make this bigger. I apologize. It's just the size that it is. So it might be a little small, but you should be able to see on your screen just fine. So how this works is you can see we have all the different notes here that are selected. They're all highlighted. And you can click on them to disable that pitch. So say we only want C to be in our vocals. We only want one pitch in our vocals, C. Then I would leave C highlighted and disable the rest of them. Okay, now every pitch is going to go to C. It'll be locked in that way. So let's just see what the vocals sound like without Pitcher first. So if I go over back to the mixer, here's our Pitcher in the slot 1. Let's hit the little green button. That will disable it. And let's just play this and see what it sounds like.
I know it's time, this feels right, the sun will shine, it's time to fly. It's time to fly tonight.
Okay, so those are just completely raw vocals, no effects or editing on them at all. I recorded these a while ago, so if they might not sound the greatest, but that's okay. We're just looking at how to use autotune, so it doesn't have to be great. We're going to make it better. Now let's turn our autotune on. Let's open it up. Let's just try and see what it sounds like with all of the pitches selected, just so you can see what'll happen.
I know it's time, this feels right, the sun will shine, it's time to fly. It's time to fly tonight.
So you can hear the changes there. It's now shifting each pitch to the closest note that is available. So you could hear at the end there, it was going between C sharp and D really fast, because in the original recording it was going back and forth between C sharp and D right here. that you could hear, that is going to be more pronounced in pitcher because it's locking in each pitch. So the way we want to handle that is we want to really reduce the amount of pitches here so that we only have the ones we want to hear in our mix. And to do that, what you can do, if you don't know the scale that the vocals are in, so if we go here, we can change the scale. So right now, we just have it at C. Could switch it to C sharp. Let's say C sharp major. Okay, that'll automatically preset the scale for you. If we want D major, okay, got our C sharp and F sharp like D major. So this is a way, if you already know what scale the vocals are using, you can just set it like that right here in this left-hand menu. So you get minor, major, pentatonic, all in single, and then you have your key selection here. So I'm not going to really worry about that. I'm just going to do it manually, since let's just assume we don't know what the scale is for these vocals. We're just got to find it ourselves. And sometimes that won't even be tied to a scale at all. So if we go back and listen to this again, let's look at what pitches are being activated the most here, and then let's turn off the ones that are not being used.
I know it's time.
Okay, so right away I can see C sharp is pretty heavy in the beginning. So let's try getting rid of C and D first.
I know it's time, this feels right, the sun will shine.
So you can hear now, since I disabled C and D, it's not drifting into those other two pitches, it's staying on C sharp. The auto tune is correcting it to C sharp because that is the closest pitch to the vocalist. And then C and D are disabled, so those are not available for it to go to. So that is how pitcher works. You narrow down the pitches you want, and then you will adjust the speed after. We'll get to that. Right now, we're just going to focus on finding out which pitches we want to keep enabled in pitcher. So we have C sharp. We for sure want that one. Let's continue.
I know it's time, this feels right, the sun will shine, it's time to fly. It's time to fly tonight.
Okay, D sharp as well.
Flying higher on my golden glider, time to fly tonight. 10 toes down, 1,000 feet higher, flying higher on my golden glider.
Okay, so we got D sharp for sure, B as well. Let's see what happens if we disable. Let's really narrow it down. So we know C sharp, D sharp, and B are being used. Let's see what this sounds like.
I know it's time, this feels right, the sun will shine, it's time to fly.
Okay, so for that first section, it's really only using C sharp and B. Let's listen to that one more time.
I know it's time, this feels right, the sun will shine, it's time to fly. It's time to fly tonight.
All right, and then you hear we hit D sharp as well in that. So that first section is set with C sharp, D sharp, and B. It already sounds much better. Now, if you hear that it's transitioning too quickly, what you can do is set the speed. So right now it's as fast as possible. It's going to change the pitch as quickly as it can. Let's try doing it on medium.
I know it's time, this feels right, the sun will shine, it's time to fly. It's time to fly tonight.
Okay, so you can hear it's a little bit slower to change, so that can make it sound a little bit more natural and not quite as because you don't really want it to be super fast like that unless that's the sound you want to go for. Usually it sounds a little better to slow it down if the depends on the vocals and how the vocals were performed as well. So that you can just adjust, but I usually like to keep it around between fast and medium somewhere. Sometimes I'll really slow it down, but basically whatever sounds has a good balance between natural and also the correct pitch. You really want to find a good balance there. So let's move to the next section.
It's time to fly tonight.
Okay, there's our D sharp one. Come back to C sharp.
Flying higher on my golden glider. Time to fly tonight. 10 toes.
Ah, you see, now we're missing F in there. We were missing F. Let's bring it back here. And you could see since F wasn't there, it was automatically adjusting it down to D sharp. That's why you had that really big pitch shift on those couple notes that I was singing. So it was bringing it down to D sharp because we had disabled F, which is where it really needed to go.
Flying higher on my golden glider. Time to fly tonight. 10 toes down, 1,000 feet higher. Flying higher on my golden glider. On my golden glider. Flying higher on my golden glider. 10 toes down and 1,000 feet higher. Flying higher. It's time to fly. Time to fly tonight.
Okay, and you can see there was a couple instances there where it was trying to get to E. So we are missing E as well. So let's try it with E in there and see if that sounds better.
Flying higher on my golden glider. Time to fly tonight. 10 toes down, 1,000 feet higher. Flying higher on my golden glider. On my golden glider. Flying higher on my golden glider. 10 toes down and 1,000 feet higher. Flying higher. It's time to fly. Time to fly tonight.
Okay, let's see if we add F sharp in there.
Flying higher on my golden glider. Time to fly tonight. 10 toes down, 1,000 feet higher. Flying higher on my golden glider. On my golden glider. Flying higher on my golden glider. 10 toes down and 1,000 feet higher.
Let's see if we get rid of E now. See how that sounds.
Flying higher on my golden glider. Time to fly tonight. 10 toes down, 1,000 feet higher. Flying higher on my golden glider. On my golden glider. Flying higher on my golden glider. 10 toes down and 1,000 feet higher. Flying higher. It's time to fly. Time to fly tonight. Flying high.
Okay, so I actually think it sounds better without E. And then you could see F and F sharp are really important to keep in there when I'm doing just the half step up and holding that and then coming back down. So this little red meter is really helpful to see which pitch you're at from the recording. And I think this sounds definitely pretty good. Medium speed seems to be a pretty good speed. I really don't use octaves or harmonize much, but you can do that. So, oops, didn't mean to do that. That'll basically override everything else. So that's not really how I like to use pitcher. And then you also have fine tune here. So you can really fine tune the pitch. And yeah, that is basically it for pitcher. The other way to use this, of course, is to have this set for a live performance. So if you know what you're going to be singing or recording and you want pitcher to be on while you're recording, so you're getting that auto-tune live, like say I had not recorded these vocals, but I wanted to do it along with pitcher, I could just set pitcher up like I have it now. So have all my pitches ready to go. And then I could just re-record this while pitcher is open and running. And when you hit the record button while pitcher is active on on the channel you're recording on, you will get that effect built into your recording. So that is also a great way to do it. You could also hear how once I added that in after the fact on just a raw recording with no effects on it, we were able to get it to sound a lot better with the tuning, and we got rid of all the pitches in here that we didn't want. And so Pitcher is just a great way to auto tune your vocals, and it comes with FL Studio, so it's not a separate plugin. It's pretty simple and easy to use, so it's pretty great. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments if I missed anything. And be sure to like and subscribe this video. If you got value out of it, it really helps out my channel. And again, if you want to get FL Studio, you can go in the description and click the link. It'll bring you here, and watch out for those flash sales that they have. You can get a good deal on FL Studio. So that'll be it for this video, and we'll see you in the next one.